scared to death.
Yep, that's why they broke. Do we have audio working and everything? Let's see. Yep. I hear myself. We're getting like a reflux of things. Indeed. He is so little. We actually his jujitsu coach was actually looking to move him up to the adult class pretty soon. So let's see who we got in. Number 1 is gonna be the Big Neil. The Big Neil, big deal. That's probably why your frigate keeps dying, because I'm piggybacking off of that server, Neil. That's what it is. You know, when I go over there, I go ahead and put all the bugs into your system, right? So look, you even got the OG in here. Look, he's got the little emojis. Maybe he's watching from his computer in his room. So what's new in the world? If there's new projects y'all are doing, I've been doing a bunch of other stuff, family things, and then we're about to go on a crazy 2,000-mile road trip. Maybe we'll reset after that. But I did have a table full of stuff. I said, let's do, in the comments, go on the TV. I said, figure, well, let's do a live stream. I'm trying to hold this to an hour. I got a few comments before, like, hey, you're long-winded. Of course, I'm always am. And we did like 2-hour live streams. And so we'll try to do an hour. And if we really want to do another one, we'll do another one tomorrow. So I don't want to keep everybody hanging around. So I wanted to go over some of the stuff that's been like really exciting, like, except for one part of it, is ESP Home. I don't know if anybody's been watching the ESP Home stuff for this year, but they've been going absolutely nuts on optimizations and new features. Like, the change logs are just massive, like, of just performance focused stuff. Like, you can see this one's performance focused. I probably need my old man glasses. Do it live and long. I'm sure there's some jokes there. But this is like just 1 month of just ESP Home. Like, the ESP Home for like the January, the February, the March release has been insane on just overhauls and fixes, and just, it's pretty cool to see even the Libra Tiny stuff for like the Open Beacon stuff. Not open, but the Beacon chips. Yeah, that has been my worry, is I haven't been like to press upgrade right away. I would like upgrade a few devices, and it's like nuts to, I just let a couple devices cook, and then we'll try. And shocker there, I have been switching out some of my ESP Home devices. So I've got where's this is the one thing I still hate about ESP Home, is the dash, or I guess it's the builder, as they call it. So I've got a few devices now. I've been putting more stuff. I've actually been converting stuff. I think I've converted probably like 20 or 30 of my ESP Home devices from Tasmota, and not totally just bailing on Tasmota, but I had a lot of, especially with the cool feature is, I think in January, that I was the big holdback for ESP Home, is if you had multiple access points in the house. Well, can we go back in the change log? I think it was January. But if you have multiple access points in the home and you did like Unify and you hit like rolling updates where it updates one, updates another, updates the other, where you're not having like total outage on your firmware on your access points, well, then it would get stuck where you'd have one device that's like using an access point way across the house with a crappy signal. Well, Tasmota had that option where it would scan every 45 minutes and it would change to a better access point. Well, they finally brought that over to ESP Home. And it's pretty badass that they've been doing all this additional work in ESP Home. And why is my camera so dark? Is it because of the screen? Yep. The camera was adjusting for it. Now it looks too bright now. So let me see. Can we go back in the change log? I guess we just changed the tag up top, right? 1.0. Look at that. Man, we're genius here. I think it was in the Wi-Fi section here. Yeah, Wi-Fi roaming support. And that's like an awesome feature. And just being able to, like there's the AP reboot and it automatically scans and it freaking works. I think by default it is turned on. So it's called post connect roaming, and I think by default, let's see. I don't want to lose my tab. Yeah, it defaults to true. So and you can turn it off, which is cool. I think the way they decided to do that is just it goes ahead and sets it to true for all your devices. If you really have a problem with something, then I guess you go in there and turn it off. I haven't had any issue with it. So yeah, it's exactly Jack word. It won't get sticky to those other access points. And the problem I've been having with Tasmota, I know a few other people have been having issues, is when I've been doing an access point reboot or like changing channels or something to force a change of an access point to drop everything and come back, sometimes Tasmota devices just fall off the planet. I'll show you a prime example. Look at my living room downlight. I did an update yesterday, and that living room downlight 1 fell off the network. And there's no access point. It's just stuck in a loop. The only way to get the damn thing unstuck is to go cycle the breaker, because I don't have a switch on that downlight. They're direct wired in. Well, I guess I do have a switch, but it's not easy to get to. And so I have to cycle the breaker to fix that damn downlight. And I can say I haven't had that issue with ESP Home. And so it's funny how the tables turn. I used to have a lot of issues with ESP Home on the 8266 in the past, but now it's quite the opposite. I don't have all those issues with ESP Home and have it with even older Tasmota devices. Let's see, catching up, Marcus. Yeah, was that the roaming? If you turn on, I think it was at ESP32. I think you said enable BTM. Yeah, the native roaming. I want to say, I think it's only ESP32 though, I think. And you have to have, I think, I know I haven't done anything like that, Rick, yet. I will, because I've got plenty of devices. I wanted to kind of transfer a lot of stuff because some of the things I've been needing to do is, which I did, was Kosid helped me out with the fan controller. Also his great component for doing the device groups. And I know it sounds funny, but even device groups, Tasmota device groups between two ESP Home devices. It works great, where you can sync up a dimmer and then to light bulbs without doing any automations or anything. So all that's working. The only thing I will say that sucks for converting over to ESP Home is the damn power monitoring devices, like say smart plugs and things like that. Because Tasmota, it was so simple to do calibrations. It was just like you plugged in a 60-watt light bulb, you plugged in, you knew your voltage, and you would just say, "Hey Tasmota, this is what 60 watts looks like, and this is what 123 volts or whatever 120 volts looks like," and it automatically set the calculations for you. That was pretty simple. But now with the ESP Home, you got to go in and go play with all the different calculations. Like I know one I have like the resistor and the voltage divider, and you got to play with all the settings and everything, and it's different. It seems for just about every damn plug out there. I think the one that is fairly simple is that's power monitoring is the old trusty Sonoff S31s. Those are just like still, it's funny, the Sonoff S31s are still my go-to smart plug for devices because you can easily flash them and you can flash them to ESP Home. Um, but yes, I do some of the stuff I'll go over. I'm doing some of like the packages, things like that for different devices. I don't know if you've played with that. Basically, real quick, what a package is say for instance, and I'm probably doing this in a weird way, but I like to keep it all in the editor. And so why I call them ZCOM is just as component. And I put Z because you can't sort or filter the damn dashboard. So all this junk goes to the bottom. And then, so if I want to go in here and say this restart, well, I'm going to put a restart button, and I just instead of copying and pasting that to all the different devices, you can put in a package and say, hey, I just want to include. It's much like the old days of having this massive configuration YAML file in Home Assistant, and you had all those little packages. So, but yeah, so I haven't played around. I think you do need the enable BTM. That is the 802. I know Jack's here and he's all up on the up and up on that. I think is that the fast roaming in Unify? Is it quick roaming or fast roaming? Whatever they call it? The YAMLs. That's it. Yeah, 802.11K and 802.11V. Yeah, fast roaming. Oh, that's 802.11R. Do they have that in here? I don't know if they have 802.11R. No, I don't see it in there. What are you doing, dude? What are you doing? OG had to pop in. So what is 802.11K? I get all my 802.11 things to quickly identify nearby optimal and use a neighboring report, reducing. Oh, that's for the smoother roaming. So there's roaming. Stop pushing my chair, T. And then, oh, BSS transition. Everybody got their weird names for things. And then enhances enabling power savings and improve roaming. Okay. And do they have the K and the V? So it's BSS transition. Okay. I'll look at those but I haven't really, I think I may have those enabled. I don't know if I have it enabled on that SSID though. That's the only thing because that was at 2.4 gigahertz only SSID. And I kept that as just plain Jane as I could be. You do something, dude. You want to say hey to people? Hold up. We can put it on full face. You want to say hey? Did you dying to let's just wait until 802.11 hef comes out, huh? What's the 802.11 hef? But I can say was doing packages made it a lot better. But man, I wish, and I know I've gone on this tangent before, I wish in this screen you could do a list that was just a one-liner of devices. Like just an easy easy thing would be where like device, like just give me a list. Just give me a list of things. That would be great. Like in the network. Exactly. And then I could come over here and say, hey, I want offline, you could put like little check marks and you could put tags. That would be great. Yes. And then with the up to be able to click the little buttons, and you could put something in here, put some tags, and you could put tags and stuff, like say if you want to put a tag up here and something you could categorize, and much like the areas thing in Home Assistant. That way I could just be like, hey, I want to look at just the YAML files that are for the living room, just the devices that are for the bedrooms, etc. So OG was supposed to tell me when this started, and you're gonna call the cops or something. Remember that video? Yeah. So hopefully, I know there was some pull requests and stuff in the past, but that was like, I know it was 6+ months ago. I've heard about it. So maybe we'll keep the harping on that and get them to make a better dashboard for management of things. The other cool part was I wish I could hit check boxes and then hit update on those. Like if I had like 6 devices, I could just hit, instead of update all, I want to update just like 6 devices. Like I want to try out a few devices. I want to update 6 at a time or something like that. That'd be cool. So maybe we'll all bug the crew at ESP Home. Get the AI to make it, huh? It probably be, I don't know if I really want the AI to be programming ESP Home devices. So the light controls still drive me insane for freaking Home Assistant. This right here, let's see, drives me insane that you can't find the space to put 2 bars. The color wheel, like you can't. Why can't they put the, almost like they can see my hand? Why can't you just put the slider over here and scoot the wheel over a little bit? But no, you got to toggle back and forth. It drives me insane. So, but maybe I'll do a facelift on my dash one day. I'm still using the old entity dashes, but hey, it works great. They did have, look, Jim's in the house. So anybody do anything cool with ESP Home? I've got some other devices. I want to like displays and things. Oh, and I did play with is it this one? The C must be over. Must be over there. Oh, it's over here. Is the C5. I don't know if anybody's messed with the C5. Hey, OG, shouldn't you want to do something? Plug here. Plug that into that white cable and put it on the floor. Yep. I have an OG since he's wanting to mess around with a bunch of stuff. Plug it into that white USB-C. Pick one. I don't know which one's the power. You got a 50-50 chance. I think it's the one on the right. Oh. Did it turn on? Well, yeah, put it down now. It's fine, Owen. Oh, we can't. I'm trying to pull this up on my other screen while since we're talking here. Okay. Your treadmill computer? What's your treadmill? How'd you do that? There was, I want to play with the display stuff. That was the other thing. Is where I'm losing my screens here. Was on version the ESP32P4, I think. See, this was even the February, and they talked about doing performance and stability stuff here, and also compiling faster. Um, let's see. I want to say it was in here, or maybe yeah. I did order a few of the ESP32 P4s to play with. I haven't played with them just yet, but just some display panels to show things in ESP Home. Been kind of getting into the display stuff. The his and her bed sensors probably my favorite. Um, um, it's about the 70. I think that's in here. The mini split. I'm curious to see what she has. Oh yeah, look, she's got the main house set to 76. So yeah, I've got it a little bit different in this room. So yeah, the other day she's like I freaked out. She set it to 74. I was like, oh my god, 74. That was insane. So definitely check out all the ESP Home. Like if you haven't been keeping up with the ESP Home, go look at the chain. They're long, they're massive. When you have some time to do some reading, go look through the change logs of January, February, and March. I'm curious to see what they bust out with in April. So oh, that's cool to handle the tracking reports to HA, speeds controlled by the treadmill. Very cool stuff. Yeah, I've still got let's see if I have Tasmo backup running. I don't remember. Nope. Let me go start it up right quick. Tasmo right there. So I haven't done that's one thing I haven't done. That's kind of where I got to my stopping point, whereas because I do a lot of long presses and I know it's possible because they have it all in there, but I just don't know how it's gonna feel like the difference and stuff. Yeah, that's the only thing. But so I haven't, but I know it's possible. I mean, because it's I just haven't copied the code in yet for it and played with it. Um, I think double press on double tap, um, on double click, multi click. So it's all in it is in there, and you can really like make crazy SOS stuff if you want, like the minimum length, maximum length, you can really tweak it. Um, so that's about all I do is single, maybe a double, and then the hold. Oh, so you can't do the triple and quad. Okay, that's good to know. So about the triple, I have a couple devices that I use 3 and 4, and I think one's a 5 press on. Um, yeah. But yeah, that's the only other issue that I have. If you really now be if for HAOS users, it's difficult if for something like I did have my garage door opener wouldn't work with a certain version of ESP Home. It just wouldn't compile. Um, that was as of recent, and to if you wanted to make changes, you were stuck. So you would have had to roll back that Docker container. That's not as easy to do for HAOS users. I guess if you had it backed up, you could, but I could just install another Docker container and do ESP Home, and that would be just fine. So, yeah, okay. So you can do the lambdas to do triple, but okay, it's hard. Maybe we'll get like Hef said, get the AI to do it, or Terry said to get the AI to do it, right? Yeah, the bulbs. That is always something to chase. Speaking of bulbs, and then Matter thread with Dr. Drews is I don't have one nearby. This is blown up. Is IKEA. they had some filament bulbs, I believe. Was it filament? I could be wrong. I was looking in here today. Maybe it was just the smaller. That's probably what I saw was these for, and I think those were matter, which I think is they're doing thread. Um, yeah, I remember those I they discontinued them, I think. What was it? I guess you could jump into, they have any matter filament bulbs. I know they're not exploitable, but are these I don't know, I haven't played with these. Have you? Yeah, I know it'd be yeah, it's not the best of both world, but I I know these were always hard to find. Because like there was, I mean, Linkine has a matter one like this as well. So um I don't mind the matter Wi-Fi as bad as much because fairly simple to do. Thread is a different beast. Um I'll tell you for thread, I've I've actually using right now is I'm using the ZBT, but I'm running it in Docker container. Um, I just have a Matter server, and then I have the HAOS OTBR right now. So let's see. I know a lot of people have had issue like nothing but issues with Apple, like stuff, Apple TVs and stuff with Thread. I don't have any Apple stuff, so I can't relate to that. Um, let's see. Well, let me. Yeah. So what controllers are y'all trying to use? And there's now if you're not familiar with Matter, and I'm probably gonna say it backwards a few times, is so you've got like Matter over Wi-Fi. Matter over Wi-Fi is you don't need any special radios. You just use the Wi-Fi you have in your home. The one thing you do need is you do need to have IPv6 enabled on the host. You don't have to have IPv6 to go out to your ISP. Your ISP doesn't even have to support IPv6. But like your host for Home Assistant, if you're running that on some sort of VM, or like for like Proxmox or some other stuff, or if you're just running, but if you're running bare metal HAOS, it's there. Don't worry about it. You just need to add the Matter server. If you don't have it, it's the Matter server. If you're using HOS, that for that app, not add. I'm gonna keep calling them add-ons, and then you just pair them up. And it's Matter over Wi-Fi. It's pretty damn simple. Um, the Thread stuff. Think of it. It's Thread. It's IPv6, but it's over Zigbee kind of. Think about it that way. So it's like Zigbee on steroids. So the cool part about Thread is you can do stuff that you couldn't do with Zigbee. Is you could put in several Ethernet based uh, border routers, which will think of them as your repeaters or whatever, and you could put them around the house and build a big Thread network. You couldn't do that with Zigbee. It was just all mesh over wireless. So, but you do have to have IPv6. You have to have the Thread stuff, and then it gets confusing with the border routers. I've been using the ZBT2. It makes it stupid simple for your HAOS. Plug it in, and boom, you can tell it, hey, I want to use it as Thread. Mine started out with the Nest Hub, but then I added the Thread border router. And then I know you have to go in and kludge through this, and you have to tell it that this is your main, and you're going to be using this network, and it pretty much will work after that. I haven't done any of the ESP Home stuff with it. Um, But I will say it is a pain. I had a big pain with some of the thread stuff. Um, I've got several things running now, like some Acaria things. This is I know this is thread. Because you'll see it's a it's just a battery device. I do have a thread plug. Um, I think yeah, you can ping and it will see it's all through IPv6. There's no like IP addresses for these things, and it's all using over thread. Um, for Wi-Fi over like here, let's try the vacuum. The vacuum is a Wi-Fi, so it should come up as an IP address, I believe. We'll see if it works. Yeah, so that one's a matter over Wi-Fi. Yeah, I haven't done the thread stuff on. Oh, look, Jesse's there. There's Jesse in the house. The one of the ESP home clans, and maybe he missed out on my rant about the ESP home dashboard. So maybe he'll go back and watch that and maybe we can talk about some things. I'm sure everybody else talks about the dashboard. Yeah, we were just talking about how this could be better. That's the one big hang up that I only have with ESP Home is the having more of a condensed spreadsheet view. I won't beat a dead horse. Everybody has a bunch of ideas. Oh well, good. Okay, I kind of figured y'all were gonna do it would be this year because I've been loving all the performance stuff y'all been busting out with lately. So it's been very nice. Oh, cool. Okay, I'll have to go check that out on the ESP Home Discord because and I'm sure everybody has a bunch of different ideas. It'd be cool to see them get it for them to be evolve. So I've seen using CSI for presence detection. Oh, okay, yeah, for those. Um, wasn't there something that somebody got like a cease and desist using some Wi-Fi presence stuff for like the US because they were like patent infringing or something? I remember seeing that on Discord. Thread Martin Jerry switches. They got thread stuff now? Dude, I've been keeping up. They do have Wave. Are you talking about like are they Zigbee? Oh, okay. You're talking about the Martin Jerry Matter ones. Um, I'll I'll be honest with you. Is the or Tasmota Matter ones? I would probably just flash those over to ESP Home. They're ESP32s, I think C3s. I even did a video on them that the pin headers are exposed in them, and you can flash them over to ESP Home, and then you could use them with Bluetooth proxy too. Yeah, that's what it was. I saw remember that with the Tommy, he had to stop supplying it to US people. There was a patent infringing fun logistical lawyer thing. Um, there is JMR, there is somebody that makes Wave in a light switch. I took it apart, I think in the last live stream was I know Veli. It's pricey though. Um, was it they had a Zigbee and a Matter and a Thread one. Um, let's see. I took it apart looking we were looking at the sensors inside of it. Do they have it any there it is, presence sensing dimmer. Here it is. For the low price of $99. Probably doesn't include shipping. So that's the you got your it is a cool light switch, but it's got an wave stuff or millimeter wave. I always want to call it wave. So yeah, behind the light switch. Um, so So all the presence sensing we need. So I've actually been looking at the new. It's not only they keep changing, good for innovation, but it don't support. Yeah, um, only double that. I have y'all. There's also a new wave, but it's Zigbee. Um, been playing with it. Is the third reality. Do they have it still in stock? Yes, they do. It's pricey. It's $50. It's not battery powered. Let me drag this out the way. But it's been promising on what I've been messing with it in the living room. It's let's see. It's I have it on Zigbee to MQTT. Zig 3R wave. Yeah, so it works pretty decent. They also have a light on it, and then it's got a Vox sensor on it. I don't know how well that works. So, um, it's okay. Most of the time I've been in the room, and it will trigger and stay. It's a little delayed compared to some of the others, but it does seem to stay triggered. Um, but I will say my favorite is still but it's because it's battery powered, is the Acaria, that FP300. But man, you can't get it. It's always out of stock, and like you can't find it. So, um, they also do have the SwitchBot one, which is pretty good. It's battery, and the thing is, it works with Bluetooth proxy, and so build all your ESP home Bluetooth proxies, and also you can get it for looks like $20. That's pretty sweet, and it has kind of like an AI thing they call it, where what's cool about it is you have to set it up with Bluetooth locally on your phone, and then go through the little setup. And what you're supposed to do is turn all your ceiling fans on. Everything is going to be moving in that room. And then you're supposed to hit the button and walk out. And then it will detect and measure everything in that room it tries to ignore. And then it will give you presence detection without all the, without all the false positives. So EP1. Oh, the every presence one, everything presence one. Um, yeah, I haven't. They are expensive. Oh, it wasn't an ad. Where's that? What are you talking about on the left? The ad for a FP. Oh, there it is, right there. It says it's in stock, but it's kind of what is the hell is this? Some AI bullshit that's gonna buy it for me from a different. Oh, from VestorNet? I don't think so. I'm not gonna buy it from there. I want it to be Prime, where if I get it, I can send it back if something's crazy with it. So, I'm not doing that. Maybe have any of y'all done that? It just screams weird scam. I don't know, not scam, but just odd. Um, not my thing. What is everything presence one? The Presence Pro? Ooh, $92. What sensor are they using in it? Do they which are they using the I'm a big pass on the Link stuff. Um is it did they say it's built has he's got PoE in it as well. So it's kind of like RPOE by Apollo, I guess. Where is it? Does he show? Is it the high link sensor they're using or no? Here it is. Okay, so they're using the LD2450. Okay, so yeah, so that's kind of like the Apollo one then. Um, yeah, was it Apollo? It's Apollo. I went to their wiki. Damn it. Oh, dual wave. So they got PIR. Okay, so they're doing the okay. So kind of like the same idea that we've seen with the where is it at? The RPOE. I could probably just search for it. Um, yeah, the much like the RPOE, and yeah, where they've got dual, but they're using dual high link devices, I believe, um, and being PoE. So it's a little, I guess, a little bit cheaper, but I guess they're not. You probably got to tag on the additional 2412 though. Um, Yeah, well, that's only $5. That's only $5. Then if you add the CO2 sensor, it starts to get up there as well. So yeah, I don't know if I want to buy a $92 sensor to play with. I know it takes I the Cario one is spoiled me, and so did the SwitchBot one of being able to just throw it in the room. I know they don't do multi tracking, and put it in the room, hit the button, and walk out. That just that spoils you. Yeah, that E26 David Boyer, that was the that filament. That was the E26. That was just that's the little small one. So K Cot where do they come up with these names? Kaja Platts. Where do they come up with these names? Is it yeah, it's just this only that small filament. Oh, there's the E20. Okay. It's a globe, huh? Oh, they're there. Okay, there they do. You're right. Okay. The only thing I don't like, I know we're jumping around. Only thing I don't like about is that matter over Wi-Fi or thread over Wi-Fi? Not thread. I mean, not thread matter over thread. See, I knew I was actually confused the names. And you try to look in the product details, and there's not a whole lot of information. So, but so jumping through before, 'cause I'm trying to hold myself to an hour. We maybe been 40 minutes. I didn't even look at any of this shit on the table. We may have to do another one tomorrow if y'all up for another one tomorrow. I wanted to show something because this company contacted me. New dashboard. Oh, okay. Should we do that? Am I going to expose myself to show my Discord if I go to ESP Home Discord? But I wanted to show one other thing right quick. Is with ESP Home is this right here is ESP32 that this is for you, Hef. ESP32 using Wi-Fi 6, if you can see it small enough, using 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi just for you, Hef. No 2.4 gigahertz for you ESP32. I want to do a transplant, which is totally stupid, but I want to do a transplant on like a Martin Jerry switch to put an ESP32C5 and use it with 5 gigahertz and Bluetooth proxy. So, yeah, it's in there. I don't know if I'm sure Jesse could probably speak more about it. It's not, I don't think it's officially like in their list, but I did get it working. Where is it? C5. The only thing I had to do was because the ping times were all over the place. I had to go in here and tell it power save mode none. It's like it was weird. The ping times were all over the place unless I put the power save mode as none. And yeah, I even made a note to myself why I did it. But now the ping, and I think I even have it set as Bluetooth proxy. And I don't know how well that's going to work for the jumping back and forth from 5 gigahertz to 2.4 for Bluetooth proxy, but it seems to be. I started getting devices on it. Yeah, it probably changed IP addresses on me. What's the IP address for this now? 9159. Yeah. So, I mean, you're working at Bluetooth proxy, and I'm assuming that's where I'm getting these higher ping time, but the ping times were like in the hundreds all over the place without that power save none. But it seems to work well. Let's see right quick. If we can go look at it, ADD mode is on full blast today. Do we have it? Yeah, ESP32C5 right here. Oh, so there's no active connections, but we've only had it on for a little bit. Yeah. So it's there's a few things it's listening to, so it is working. So OG can always assist with the soldering, right? Oh, y'all got me. Let me go look on the where's the ESP? I'm looking on my side thing, going to the ESP home. You can help with the soldering, dude. ESP home. I'm looking for new dashboard UI. Okay. We're gonna get blasted with is that it? No, that's not entities. Hold on. I'm looking for the pictures, y'all. That y'all told me to go look at. Where's the pictures? I see pictures. ESP home. You gonna dance on the screen? Look, first message in the channel. Okay. Is that the Figma link? Is that what he's trying to link to? What map? Or are we going to the GitHub? Visual editor? Okay. That's interesting. Is this what you're talking about, Jesse? That's pretty cool. Visual editor for the configs. Okay. I will say I have to read through. I'm not going to sit here and read that whole thing and just leave y'all hanging. I will say, yeah, going overboard with some of this stuff is maybe neat, but also don't forget the ever important principle. It's called the KISS principle. Keep it simple, stupid. It's always a good principle to remember. Yeah. So even you see, you gotta have the readers when you get one day it just pops on you. What are you laughing at, dude? Yeah. You got that stupid part. So I guess going through, and we're gonna have to do another one. We're gonna have to do another if y'all up for one. We'll do one either Thursday or Friday. Um, I wanted to ask what y'all's thought about this was. Let me post the link here. This company contacted me. I don't no referral, nothing. I think it says the link has a rep. I don't know. I just copied and pasted that. They contacted me and I had to turn it down because they wanted me to do a read about the product, but it's now not out yet. And I'm like, I'm not really into that. But it was this weird drone.
This is autonomous areas.
I want to get so it's about where I know Hef would love this, is where you can put them in your yard or whatever, and then you can launch them, and it's your camera feed that will feed into things. So I thought it was pretty slick, but I did talk to them about like, look, y'all need to be like the Shelly approach, where you have one device that works with cloud and one device that works locally. If you want to get into like Home Assistant users, like this would be pretty awesome to like launch something like that out of Frigate or something. That would be so like I've got another call set up. So I talked their ear off for about 30, 45 minutes. They probably think I'm crazy, but then they did schedule a call with me in 3 months from now. So I thought it was cool. I'm gonna try to like push with them to like make something where it's local, because I don't know about you. I don't want to put a cloud drone camera. I know someone else could because it's, airspace and everything, but I would want something local where it feeds into my home. So yeah, you follow the cars and get the license plates. It would be pretty cool. So, they go look through it, and if you get a chance. It's called GeoSwarm. Supposedly the company's been around doing RTK stuff, but that would be awesome. Like I say, to have some frigate piloted drones. So that would be pretty awesome. Yeah. I don't know what y'all think about that. But F, yours would end up crashing into somebody because you would make it crash. So, the 6G cell chips. No, I haven't got. Have we even got 5G working correctly? I mean, the carriers can't all get on the same. Besides T-Mobile, and I think AT&T is the one dragging their feed. Verizon's kind of getting there, but 5G voice over 5G is yeah. Let's just get all that figured out before 6G comes. What else do we have before? Because I know we've got only a rocket launcher. You could do like a rocket with like that mesh-tastic or something, right? That would work. So, but speaking of frigate, I thought this was pretty cool. Is 109? I think. No. Let me see that. Is there a switch box on the table? Yeah, he wants me to go play games with him is a thing. Say SpongeBob. Yep. So I thought this was pretty awesome. I've been playing with it a little bit. Is the SwitchBot AI hub? Yeah, I know AI bullcrap, but it has Home Assistant that can run on the box. Has Frigate that runs on the box. OpenClaw will run on the box. It's like it looks like it's a rock chip, but I loaded it up with 2 cameras, and yeah, it's getting pretty up there in the processor usage with just 2 cameras. So I thought it was cool to see I thought it was pretty cool to see a device like SwitchBot actually has Frigate come out of the box. Pretty slick. I guess that's when you sing you've made it when another company is picking up your stuff, and it does actually like same IP. It actually has a home assistant runs on it as well. So, and their only thing is they run in containers. It's not the full HAOS, so you don't get the apps and stuff like that. I thought it was kind of neat being all there. So I'm trying to hold to an hour. We've got 5 minutes left. Yeah, time flies when you're going. We just covered mainly ESP home stuff, which has been pretty cool. Oh, Hef, yeah, if you want to protect with AI keys can you afford the AI key though? That's the thing. You're gonna get me into a rabbit hole. Is the AI key? $800 for just the AI key for Protect though? That's a little bit out there. So but so anything else we want to cover? I know this was quick. Try to hold to an hour stream. Did y'all want to do? I guess we'll take a. Can we do a poll? Can you do a poll? Plus, engage with your audience. Start a poll. How about this? Ask a question. Friday. Next stream. Tomorrow or Friday. Okay, let's see if that works. Never tried it before. So you go vote, bruh. Okay. You're on your computer. If you want to vote, go vote. So yeah, I do have a couple Protect cameras, but yeah, I don't know if I could have $800 just for an AI key to look at things. I've seen some of the stuff on. It's pretty slick. Okay, so look, we're at 53% Friday. So more people have stuff to going on, I guess, tomorrow. And yeah, so we're at 53%. Well, okay. Oh no, 53% tomorrow. Everybody wants tomorrow now, bro. So I guess I've got some Acaria stuff, some SwitchBot stuff, some ESP home displays, some other things I'll get into. And then I guess I'll get into what I'm going to switch to for Thread and Matter on that thing too, since we did cover it. So I guess if you got any other, does this time work great? Because I know it's a little bit earlier for me, but 7 p.m. and we'll do another hour deal, and it keeps it easy peasy, and that way people can still scan through it. Works for me. All right. I hate to go because man, I could talk for another hour and show a bunch of crap. But yeah, let's do that. I'll play. Well, maybe we'll just let it how it goes. I've got those ESP32P4 displays. We could play with some stuff with that. I'll maybe look up something like that for ESP Home. Now we'll go read the ESP new dashboard UI, and because I may have some stuff to ideas for Jesse on that one. So yeah, he wants me to go play with Titans or something on VR or something like that. We've been playing VR and things like that. So yeah, if you got some other things, hit me up on Discord. Let's see if the Discord link will come out. I don't know if the Nightbot was in. That's one thing I didn't go check. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so Nightbot is there. So I appreciate everybody for checking this little quick stream out. And let's see. We're at wait, Friday. Hold up, y'all. 53% Friday. Oh, they're screwing with this. 50-50, bruh. Maybe we'll do one tomorrow and Friday. I don't know. Let's do it tomorrow, and then we'll see if we need to spill into one Friday. How about that? Let's do for that. So, all right. I appreciate it. And yeah, exactly. We just do it both ways. What? What both? Oh, you want the full face one? Look, it's even dark from the cameras up there. So you got to go to jiu-jitsu tomorrow, though, right? Yeah, well, that's it. We'll get back at 6:30. So I'll leave everything set up, and then we can just jump in 30 minutes. Yeah, we will do both. Well, y'all can eat pizza again or something, right? Domino's, right? Or y'all can get Taco Bell. Then you won't be in here. You'll just be in the bathroom. So, all right. Peace out. It's 8 o'clock.
Yeah. Bye.
What is the ending video? I do not know. Sarah's like, nope. It's a little deeper in the middle. Are we crossing the rock? Sarah. Sarah. Sarah.
It's super hard to cross.
Oh, wait.
Someday you'll know. Someday
You didn't die. You almost died. You went down that damn river.